Hi everyone, Tuplex here. I'm back. Welcome back. During the break I installed two more mods. I installed FARL, which allows me to make these automated trains that lay our rail automatically. So we'll make use of that when we get to the point that we want to go down there and get the iron. And then I also installed a mod called Bottleneck that puts these little indicators on your factories. And what the indicators mean is that if something is green, it means that it's working at full speed. If it's yellow, it means that it's stopped because the output is full. And if it's red, which we can see up here, that means that it stopped because there's no input. Alright, so those are red because there's no wood. If I throw some wood in there, then yeah, then it turns green as long as it has something to build with. So this is nice because it's a good way to kind of take a look and see what's running and what's not, and if something is not running, why. Without having this, really the best way that you can tell is by turning off the info and then looking for the animation on the factory. Right, so it's a pretty nice mod. Alright, so what we want to do next is plastic and red circuits so that we can get ready for blue science. And I wanted to use helmod to add a recipe, but it's only showing me the recipes that I have researched. So I'm not sure yet how much plastic I need, but in any case we'll start preparing. I've got 10 chemical plants, so that should be more than enough. Yeah, power is still good. So let's at least start getting things set up and fluids routed to do plastic. Now we need to decide where to put it. Yeah, here we can see that solid fuel has run out and it's all red, so that means that it's because we've used up all the oil already, or most of it. We still have the 5,000 left. Okay, so that's fine, and that's all stopped because petroleum is full. But that'll change soon because we're going to start making plastic. Plastic on the bus. That's something I haven't considered. Because we said we're going to have 2 steel and then stone and then maybe coal or something, so we can't put plastic there. Down here I wanted to have 2 green, 1 red, and then I thought maybe 1 blue, but maybe we can use the 4th belt on this bus to run the plastic. Because I don't know that we necessarily need a bus for blue circuits. But if we do, once we work our way over there, we can always start shifting our factory down and add another set of belts. Or we could run plastic back up to the top because, you know, we're not going to need bricks and coal to go the entire length. So for now, let's put it on the 4th belt of this bottommost bus. Okay. So if we're going to do that, then where would be the best place to put it? We're not going to put it here because that's going to be for science pack production. We could put it over here because we do have coal close by, and we need coal and petroleum. Or we could put it up here close to the petroleum. That might be the best thing to do. We would have to run coal up. Do I want to run coal or do I want to run fluids? I think I'd rather run the fluids. We'll put it over here. That'll be closer to the factory. Okay, so let's run the fluids down. Do I have another pump? I don't think I do, so let's make one. Okay, and that pump I'm going to put down here. I will go ahead and wire it. And then we'll put an indicator. Okay, and I think I'm just going to set it to run all the time for now. I need another red wire. Let's make two. There. Okay, so let's start piping that down. Put some pipes on the hotbar. All right, that's not gonna make it across. I'm gonna zoom out so I can see where I'm going. Okay, and we want to go over there. Trying to decide where to cut across. I guess we could cut across here. Well, let's go here. Okay, trying very hard not to end up with spaghetti. Okay, so advanced electronics is almost done. Let's wait for that to finish. And then we can calculate how many plastic assemblers we're going to need. Any second now. There we go. Okay. What should we research next? Modules would be nice. Electric engines. No. Let's do modules. Okay, so now let's see if we can plan this out. Okay, so we're going to add a recipe. We want Science Pack 3. And we want the output per second to be 0.75. That way it's going to match the output of the other science packs. Now with the other science packs, we call this a 1 per second build, but it's actually 0.75 per second, because with the blue assembler machines, the crafting speed is 0.75. So that's why I put 0.75. Alright, so this tells me we need 8 assembly machine 3s, but we're actually only going to use the 2s. So that tells us we need 12. And that is correct, because we need 12 machines to get 1 per cycle, 1 per second, as we say. Okay, let's also add the recipe for advanced circuits. And let's add the recipe for green circuits and plastic. Okay, and I'm going to change these all to assembly machine 2s. Okay, so this says that we're going to need 1 dedicated for green circuits. That's half of what we've got. That's fine. We're going to need 6 for the red circuits, according to this. And 2 making plastic. Okay. And then let's go ahead and add engine units and mining drills as well, so we can plan this whole thing out. Okay, so we're going to need 10 machines making engines and 2 machines making mining drills. 6 machines making gears, just to keep this going. So that is going to be a challenge. It's going to be hard to get enough iron in to make gears that fast, as well as make the drills. The drills themselves, I think, they take 20 plates each. Yeah, so the drills, we need 15 plates a second, plus 7.5 gears a second. That's going to use a lot of plates. So we're definitely going to need to upgrade our iron, and that means we're probably going to need to add trains pretty soon. Okay, but for now, I'm going to double the red circuits in plastic just so we have extra, because we're going to need it to build other things. So let's start by setting up the plastic machines. All right, so we'll do 4. Where'd my chemical factories go? Oh, here they are. Just like that. Put a couple of lights. Okay, and then we need coal, which we conveniently already have coming over here. Okay, crafting time is 1 second. 1 coal per second. So we can have yellow inserters going in, but we're going to need blue inserters coming out because they make 2 per. Okay. So now we got plastic. All right, so let's head over, and then we'll follow the stone brick on the way up, and then we'll get it over onto the bus. And I think 1 yellow belt is enough. Yeah, we need 3 a second, so 6 per second, that's fine. A yellow belt can handle 13 and a third per second, so 1 yellow belt with plastic should be more than sufficient. Grab some more belts. Pick up some of that sexy red ammo while we're here. I'll put out another trash chest. Get rid of that light armor. We don't need that. I guess I'll keep the burner inserters. Extra stone brick we'll just use to extend our path. That way we don't have it clogging our inventory. And we'll get rid of this wood we just picked up. There. I wouldn't mind having some lights along the path here. I think I'll do that. Okay. Yeah, belts. That's what we need. Got plenty of gears. And then we'll start setting up red circuits. And then after that, we'll probably have to start working on trains. All right. So red circuits. Get rid of this huge boulder. We're going to set those up over here to the right of our accessories, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to put out a couple of extra turrets just in case. Okay. So for red circuits, we need 2 greens, 4 plastic, and 8 copper cable. I think we said we were going to do 12, right? So let's add a production block. Let's take a look at red circuits only. Actually, let's go back. What is this? Okay. This says we need 3 plastic bars per second. Okay, 0.75 per second. Is that right? Yeah, because we need 1. So 0.75 per second. So we really want 1.5. Since I said that we want to double it. Okay, so let's change that to 1.5. And then we'll see what this tells us. 12 machines. We need 3 per second on green. Let's add the copper cables. That's really what I want to see. Okay. So according to this, we need 4 machines making copper cables. All right. So one thing we could do is we could set up, first let me space this out. I want to leave at least 4. Okay, and then we'll have our next set of belts. We'll have plastic, green circuits, and copper. So like I said, I want to leave plenty of room so I don't end up getting things too tight later. Okay, so one thing we could do is we could have copper wire, have these machines making copper wire, and then run it up on a belt. Let's do speed modules and productivity modules. Okay, now for this particular belt, we're going to have 12 a second, so that's going to be pretty much a fully... Oh no, but this will be on each side, so that's going to be about half. Yeah, I think we can do that. You know, if these are red, and then these are copper cables, like that. That's one way to do it. The other way to do it, since we're going to have 6 of these, the other way that we could do it would be to have one machine for each one making copper cables. That way we wouldn't have to put it on a belt. It uses one more machine, but it makes feeding it easier. Well, not necessarily, because we can feed it. We can do that. Okay. Yeah, let's do it like this. I did start making the good power poles, so let me pick some of those up. We'll start using those from now on. Okay, so that's going to be copper. All right. Yeah. Put one there. Give ourselves some light. There we go. I don't remember what that machine was for. Okay, so let's get some copper fed up. Okay, and these make 2 every cycle. So we're going to need 1 blue inserter in, and we're going to need 2 coming out, because we haven't researched any inserter bonuses yet. Okay, and these need 8 within 6 seconds, so we're going to need to put blue inserters on that input. I can stop there. All right, the plastic, we need 4, and then we need 2 circuits. Let's see, what do we need? We need, let's take a look at our planner again. So each side is going to need half. Half of 6 per second is 3 per second. Yeah, so we can share a yellow belt for the other inputs, which are going to be the green circuits and the plastic. Okay, so we'll I think that's the right place. Nope. Okay, there's speed modules. Let's do productivity modules. We might as well do efficiency modules too while we're at it. Efficiency module 1s are good to have. Okay, and then I think we might need 2 of those red ones on each machine. I'm not sure. We'll see in a minute. Okay, well, it looks like 1 each is going to be fine. Okay. That looks pretty good. 4 plastic, yeah. Yeah, I think we're fine. Yep. Okay, good. And then we will mirror this whole setup on the other side. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so let's run the copper bus over. And then the circuits. Pardon me. Okay, great. So we've got red circuits. We're getting about 45 per minute right now with half the line running, so that's just about what we need. We want to double what we need for blue science. Okay, and now we'll run this down south. What do we need for effect transmission? Where is that? Let's search. We need high-tech science pack. That's going to be a while. Okay. So we won't be able to use beacons anytime in the near future. But we will research. There we go. Efficiency module 1s. Those are good to put in mining drills. All right. Okay, so now we've got red circuits on our main bus, and we can start to do Science Pack 3 research, or Science Pack 3 production, I should say. Looks like we're starving for copper, or starting to, on our circuit production. So what we'll need to do is get some more copper mining, first of all, more copper smelting. I think what we'll do is we'll just upgrade to steel furnaces and red belts. We'll do that first of all, and then we'll go from there. So that'll do it for this episode. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.